Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Diamond Select Toys, Lord of the Rings, Uruk-Hai Orc, and this figure looks phenomenal. Huge shout out to Diamond Select Toys for making this review possible. It comes in that nice collector-friendly packaging, showing off the figures from the previous waves and the current wave on the back, and then we do have some read-up information, so feel free to pause if you'd like to read it, but let's get this orc out of the package. Straight out of the package, the Uruk-Hai Orc comes with two gripping hands. We also get some expressive, grabbing type of hands, so in case you want your orc chasing down some hobbits. We also get a alternate Uruk-Hai Orc head, and it looks awesome. It's just him with his armor on, and I just love the way the armor looks. It looks like it's been hand forged. It's gritty. They painted the eyes and the pupils, the teeth. Strappage looks really well done on the neck. Just a really, really good head sculpt. And it's got the long, crazy hair painted to the nine. I mean, casted, and it looks like they added a wash, and it just looks so gritty and gross. But this head sculpt is great. Diving into the accessories and continuing with that handcrafted look, we get this crazy looking little spear. But it's not really little, because it is a very, very lengthy spear, and it's done all nice, sculpted, painted all over, has texture throughout this handle and everything. It's a pretty nice looking spear. Here we got one of the more iconic weapons the orcs use, and that's their sword, and this thing is just done super well. Look at the texture throughout this thing. It's dry brush silver, just has that gritty look to it. The handle sculpted. It's just a nice, nasty looking sword. The final accessory we get is the Orc Shield, and it has that big old white hand of Saruman on it. And this thing is awesome. I love the sculpted in rivets and details, the battle damage to it. Again, it just looks very, very barbaric and just brutal looking. And it has those spikes, to pin somebody against a tree like we've seen in the films. You flip the bad boy over, texture on the inside, and we get the nice painted in straps. And let me zoom in here really quick so you guys can really see the detail in the strapping, the paint work. We got the handle that's wrapped at the bottom. It's got rivets, a lot of detail going into this shield. And these are hard plastic. This is not pliable, so, oh, actually, maybe it is. Yeah, it is. It feels harder on this side because it's thicker. It's thinner here. But I can't imagine you needing to move this too much. And then this is a hard plastic handle right there to grip onto. Here we have an up-close look at the figure, and the head sculpt is phenomenal. It has tons of sculpted in detail, tons of paint. They added a wash to the face to give it that dirtiness that the orcs had in the film. His eyes look great. He just looks enraged. Like he's either yelling out orders or he's just screaming out a battle cry as he's charging in there, and it looks fantastic. The little gripes I have would be like the method that a lot of companies use for doing open mouths. They got the little slits on the sides. I can let it pass really with this guy because he's so gritty, and those could be scars. And when you turn it to the side, you can really see they're not as noticeable, but they're there. So you could say they're like battle wounds or something like that. But the head sculpt looks great. The hair, same way as the other head. It's all one color plastic. They added a wash to, giving it that dirtiness, and just it looks awesome. It looks really good. Then you can see the armor. Armor looks great. It's got the chainmail. The armor actually has all that texture throughout because it's just been handcrafted. And then we also got the white hand of Saruman on the chest. We got some rivets. Really, really cool detail in the armor. Chainmail all the way down. It's like a loincloth type of like a onesie type of armor, because the chainmail is just hanging low. We got the fabric that's all dirty. Got the little cod piece with some rivets in there. We got this separate gauntlet. Now this gauntlet can be removed. You just pop the hand out, it slides out. The claws are actually attached to it. So I don't know how the shield's going to work. If it can work with that gauntlet on, I will try it to see if it will work. And then we got the skin on this. The skin on this guy is just dirty throughout. They added that wash. and it's what is needed. Like even the hands having like the fabric glove type of stuff, it's all dirty and washed. It's awesome. And then when you look at the back, let me get this hair out of the way. I'm trying to, at least. You got all this detail when it comes to like the strapping and buckles and paint work. They're not scared to paint their figures. They definitely look super good. Got the strappings hanging down with holes. The holes are going through. They're just not painted dots. The dirtiness going down here. The legs are all dirty. Look at the back. The strappings and buckles and everything. The detail in this is just spectacular. Armor on top of the feet. I mean, it looks like they just ripped it straight out of the movie. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, all right, it looks pretty awesome, but how does it articulate? And we're going to dive into it right now. His head does look down that far. It doesn't look back that much, and that is because of the hair. A little bit of attitude. Well, actually, a lot of attitude, which is awesome. And, you know, he can't really do a full 360 again because of the hair. Like, you could try to angle it that way, but the hair does get in the way. These are like softer pieces. That's why this one looks a little warped. I just need to heat it up because this one's a lot more straight. Or I can leave it as is because, again, their armor is handcrafted, so it can be a little bit gritty because they're orcs. His arms, they do pop up. Get that full T-pose. It's a little bit tight, which is good. You can do a full 360 with the arm, even though the armor, because this sort of gets out of the way, it's softer. And we do get the bicep swivel right here, which, again, weird choice. Because it does have like a little like flat cut. But we do get double jointed elbows with these guys. Look at that. Very awesome. We get wrist rotation. We get the wrist bend in there too. Can't really do it with the gauntlets as much, but so far articulation is pretty good. And then we do have the upper ball joint area. So he gets crazy twist and turn and a little bit of leaning. He can go forward that much. He can go back that far. Not even any gappage, really. Now the big question is there a twist up here? I don't think... it looks like there might be a twist up there. Let me get my hand up his little loincloth area. I don't know. I can't twist it. There might be a waist swivel up there. It looked like I saw a line up there. Can't tell too much, but it might have it up there. I'll have to play around with it a little bit more to see if there is. But he can do the splits very well. We get the thigh cuts. We get double jointed knees. Again, looking pretty nice. Ankle bend and pivot. So a good amount of articulation out of this chunky boy. Just so you guys can see, the gauntlet did have to be removed in order to equip the shield, and it still looks good. Now, the method that I did, because this is a softer plastic, I thought it was going to be hard, and it's definitely not. So put the hand on first, feed the arm through this way, and connect it right here, and then that's how you would equip the shield with ease. The orc, all armored up, looks phenomenal with his gear all on there. He's ready for battle. And I love the fact that Diamond Select is giving us the army builders. We got the ring wraiths where you can snag 9 of those. We got the Moria orcs. We got the Uruk-Hai orcs. Like all of these orcs and figures that we can army build, and they look this freaking good. I am super impressed with this line. I can't say it enough. Like it is a line I'm glad I got into, and I've just been loving every minute of it. When I'm posting these figures up, putting them on display, they look amazing. Sculpt work, the paint work. I mean, I can't really gripe about these too much. Yeah, some of them may not be as perfect as I would like, but they're still phenomenal looking figures. So here I have the orc all posed up, almost like he's guarding or at the front of a battalion. And if you army built these figures, you could really see how awesome they would look if you just had a row of these bad boys with the shield and the spear. It's it's awesome. I can't say it enough. Like, this figure is really, really fun. When it comes to the Uruk-Hai Orc, it does not disappoint. It is a figure that delivers. Get paint work, articulation, accessories, sculpt work. It is a phenomenal figure from the Lord of the Rings line, and it is honestly, the whole Lord of the Rings line is a figure photography fantasy, because you can take these figures outside and take photos, and they're going to look great in that environment because they're sculpted and painted so well. You can even blend them in with other figures that you might have, other knights, Vikings, or, you know, fantasy genre type of figures, and you can have a lot of fun with it. And that's something that I like about these figures, is you can have fun. They're not only going to look amazing on the shelf, but they're going to be great with figure photography. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Diamond Select's Lord of the Rings Uruk-Hai Orc. If you guys are enjoying my content, go ahead and hit that like button. New to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, as it helps the channel evolve and grow. Hit the silver bell notification if you want to get alerts when I post up a new video. And make sure you guys go and show some love. Go check out Diamond Select Toys. All their information is down below, their YouTube channel, so you can see what's coming out and gives you the heads up of new releases coming from Diamond. So make sure you go show them some love. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.